Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Terry. Thank you. All right, well, let's get started. How's everybody today?
Great.
Good? Awesome. Come on in. Have a seat. All right, so let's get started with what's coming up. First of all, turn off your phones. Everybody, turn off your phone, please.
Turn off your phone, Wayne.
Turn off your phone, Wayne. Leave that bow tie on, though. All right, coming up, we have Ignite Open Houses today at 1:30 right here in the training room. Today is Wednesday the 4th, so here it is. Tomorrow we have Christy Harvey teaching list agreements and disclosures. For those of you new agents who haven't been in the business for too long, this is a great class for you to come. Right here in this office, 10:30 tomorrow morning. Then I'll be teaching Ignite prospecting tomorrow, so come to my class tomorrow. I'm anxious to teach that. I've never taught that before, but I'm excited to. So please come and critique me, give me a hard time, do all that stuff. Friday, accountability, check in your goals and your big why with Corey Rolfs, and he'll be teaching that.
Corey, right on.
And then we'll have a mastermind, KDNA goal tracking with Kirsten Souza. So please come to that as well. Monday, new agents, new purchase agreement with Ed Morton. Ed will be teaching that class. So please come to that, it's very important, and it says new underscore underline there because we do have a new purchase agreement as you know as of November. Right?
Right.
Troy looks surprised. Troy, you should not look surprised. All right. Then we have prepared to work with buyers with Vanessa, and then we have a lunch and learn green sheet. This is also a great one for new agents, and the buyer consultation with Mr. Larry Garcia. All right. Now, we have a real estate class that we offer, so you can get your license in case you haven't heard about it. And she's not here today. Oh, there she is. Jody has got like 8 people that reached out to her to sign up. She's just sending emails after emails like, this person wants to get their license, this person wants to get their license. So thank you, Jody, for promoting me.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can keep up with those, but there's emails coming out.
You know, between Danny and Jody, you gotta keep me busy. So keep them coming.
So, I mean, a quick Facebook post that says, hey, if you want to get your license, I know a place, and that could help build your online. All right.
And then I always ask everybody where they come from, and a lot of times they're coming from Facebook also. So, I mean, posts that the office is doing as well. So
awesome.
It's
great.
Yeah, Facebook's a great source to lead generate, great place to lead generate. Absolutely. All right. March 25th, we're having a birthday bash. Potluck style, sign up with Brittany down there. She'll have a list of what you want to bring and what we need. So March 25th, is that a Wednesday? Is that after a sales meeting? Yes, it is a Wednesday after a sales meeting. I guess I should read this before.
It could change.
Yeah, it could change. Let's see here. Red Day, May 14th. Mark your calendars. We will be shutting down the offices on this day to have Red Day, so at least the morning, all morning. So be prepared, more information to follow. We're getting some places to work with. I know Tulare, we're done with Grandma's house. I think we did everything over there, so that was a big deal. So stay tuned. KW Effect, wealth building through profit share. They're having this in Fresno. Who do we contact to sign up for this? So I recommend you agents go to this if you're new to Keller Williams. I know Jody's going, I probably will go myself. This gentleman talks about how to influence people to come to Keller Williams and to build your profit share tree. A lot of you don't know that that's an option with Keller Williams. You should know, but building your profit share tree could lead to passive income. So that's an important thing. So how would somebody
It's
sign up?
completely free, so if you're wanting to go, they are happy to have you there. And if you have any questions, you can just come to me and I'll get you the contact information.
All right. Now this guy goes around the entire nation actually promoting this right here.
If you aren't following this guy on Facebook, you should be. He has some amazing posts, great information.
Absolutely. There's a group there. It's a great information. Who's following him? Who's close to that group? Who wants to be invited to that group? Who wants to be invited to that group? Okay, would you write down the 2 people that want to be invited to this group?
I think it's a KW Profit Share Mastermind or something like
Profit
that.
Share Mastermind? All right, let's move on. Mega Escrows for Mega Camp. Drawing April 1st, that's coming soon. The winner will be Mega Asian Camp Flight Hotel for 2015 Mega Camp. We're having some great momentum going at Main Street Escrow. I think we're gonna have a record month this month, hopefully. Rachel, correct me if I'm wrong. Tell me I'm a liar.
And closings will be close to the record, yes.
Yeah, we're close to the record. So thank you guys. Keep it coming. They definitely want more, and I'd love to see that happen. All right. Next week after the sales meeting, I talked about Updater. Updater is a concierge service that notifies your clients about moving services, utility changes, changing their address. So next week after a sales meeting, there's going to be a webinar on what it does and how you can utilize it. The nice thing about Updater is you really pretty much don't have to do anything. It's tied into .loop, so when emails, there's a certain thing you have to do as far as entering information into .loop that you may have not entered before, but it starts this process automatically for you. So it just sends a fancy thing to your clients that says, here's the utilities in your area, here's how to change your address, and it also allows them to share a post, basically a moving announcement, and it's branded with your information there, so they're sharing.
Sweet.
So stay after the sales meeting next week. Side note, I will not be at the sales meeting. I'll be in Austin next week for our STLM, Mark Willis. So our very own Kirsten is going to be leading the sales meeting. So to support her. All right. And let's welcome Kelly Monk to the Vice City office. And we have Jennifer Oliphant. All right, and then we have Greg Curry in the portable office. And we have Stephanie Ortega. I think we may have announced that. All right. Birthdays. Gilbert's birthday was Monday.
Yay,
So make sure if you
Gilbert.
haven't said happy birthday. Irene and Patrick Marsh. And Barbara's is on Friday. Where's Barbara? All right. Broker, 60 seconds. Come on, Troy. Bring it on up.
As you noted from our market update the last week, was it last week? Yes. Last week that inventory has dropped and open escrows have risen. So what does this mean to those of you that are representing buyers in the marketplace? It's becoming more and more of a seller's market, that's right. Which means that we need to start having a dialogue with our buyers that don't be afraid to offer more than the listing price.
Exactly.
If you want this home, don't be afraid to offer more than listing price, because we get more commission. No, not that. That's not the reason, right? So that's what they're gonna think. That's what they're gonna think. They're gonna think, oh, he's trying to get more commission. And what I want to explain to them is the reason that they want to do that is because if this is a house that they want, the $5,000 that they offer more than the listing price is going to make such a small difference in their payment than it would if we miss out on this interest rate. So the dialogue that I use right now is the deal that you're getting right now is the interest rate. We may never see interest rates under 4% again in our lifetimes, right? We may never. And if it goes to 5%, it's going to make it huge, 20 times the difference of that $5,000 that you offered, right? Over it. So, yes.
So your $5,000 is about 30 bucks a month.
Right, there you go. About $30 difference in the payment. Make sure you're having that dialogue with them so that you're asking them. So the difference between this is that $30. That's where your line is. I'm not paying $30 more a month for this house. Oh, well, I'd pay $30 more a month, right? In other words, when they start getting it in perspective, it makes a difference. Last Friday, I put a house on the market. I told them that 145 was probably the top of the market, 140 probably, but 145 we'll put it on. We'll expect offers of 140, and we'll probably get offers of 140 asking for closing costs because that's ideal FHA house, 1,240 square feet, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. So sure enough, we put it on Friday. By Saturday morning, I had 2 offers, one for 140 with closing costs, and the other for 150 with closing costs.
Wow.
Okay, so we were going to accept the 150 when we got an offer for 150 without closing costs.
Yay! Oh my goodness.
So I went back to the 150 with closing costs and I said, hey, listen, we're going to probably go with this other offer because they're offering the same thing with no closing costs. And so he said, well, let me talk to my clients and see what they can do. Because what can you do to get rid of closing costs, right? To make your offer more attractive. You can get the closing costs gifted to you by a family member,
Right.
or maybe you get them out of your 401k, whatever it takes. And that's what they ended up doing. And they ended up getting the house because they were the first ones with the offer, and the people really liked them, and they dropped the closing costs. Otherwise, we were going with the other deal. Kyle Souza did that, and he did a fantastic job staying with me. Yeah, right up to, he called me at like 8 o'clock at night, and I'm on my way to meet my client. He's like, have you accepted the other offer yet? I said, no. He said, they dropped the closing cost. We can get them. Just have them counter. So anyway, good job, Alice. I'm filling your bucket at the same time. So anyway, make sure that you're prepping your buyers, because in a seller's market, you don't want to be losing out over and over and over again. He came strong out of the gate, and that's what made the difference. All right? Go fight sales.
And now a word from our marketing partners. Barb, Rosita, would you please come up and say a few words? Let's welcome Barbara.
Not much going on in the market. The rates are still holding, which is great. And like Troy said, you may not see them again. It's all about rate-driven market. But to piggyback on what Troy is saying, please get your buyers to us. One, we appreciate the business. There's no doubt about that. And the amount of inquiries we've had for pre-quals has been tremendous and truly appreciated by all of us. But let's get those buyers in, because there are so many ways that they can come up with cash to close. Down payment assistance programs, 401ks, tax refunds, gifts, an asset that they can sell, a car, a motorcycle, or whatever. There are so many ways that we can coach them to come up with the money. They think in their mind that they can't come up with it, but bring them to us so that we can present that. Because in this market, when it is competitive and it's a seller's market, I hear it in all the offices, don't write your offers asking for closing costs, because you're not going to get it accepted. And that's kind of the case that the market is just now. Look at Troy's seller. So bring those people to us. Let us help them find a way that they can come up with the money. Believe it or not, they always seem to be able to do it somehow. Other than that, the market's real quiet as far as changes, and in our world, that's usually pretty good. So thanks again for the business.
Next, we have Susan Britter. Come on up, Susan.
Hello.
First American home buyers. Give her a round.
I'm curious why it says
National.
private.
You have a new job?
Oh, sorry.
You're doing credit repair now too?
I didn't know.
It's a typo. It's a typo.
It's a typo. Anyway, thank you for all your business. You're just such a delightful group to work with, and I cannot thank you enough for your support. You're just so wonderful. I just want to encourage all of you to utilize me and let me help you with your buyers and your sellers, explain home warranty, what's covered, what's not, how much it costs, how we bill it, et cetera, and then of course after the fact, if they ever need service. A lot of realtors just try to wing things on their own, and then they'll call me a month later and say, I need your help with something, et cetera. Just call me. This is what I'm here for. And I know that all your vendors stand up and say, call me. I'm really serious. That or otherwise, we need to hear about it, we want to know about it, we want to help your customers. So.
I think Holly's
I've
going
called
to attest to
her.
that, yes.
Yeah, I'm serious. That's what I do, and I think that's what I do best. So, any questions or anything while I'm here today?
You're always there for us.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, I'll
Yeah.
try.
And thank you for pointing out our mistake. We
Yes.
appreciate that.
Hey, they repair all sorts of stuff.
That's right. Just didn't know we did.
Yeah.
All
Well
right.
said, Troy.
Next,
As long as
I'd
your
like
credit
to
is
bring up
within the footprint of
Ruben
the house.
Guerra. Ruben Guerra is going to be our videographer. We're going to have a video studio here. Yes. So we're going to have a video studio. And Ruben, go ahead and introduce
He's
yourself.
filming you
Tell
right
them
now.
Yeah, I've been in broadcast. I'm still in broadcast for over 7 years, and I'm working with Channel 30 right now doing commercial production. And I started out at Fox. I was a news cameraman, and I was like a news cameraman for about a year, and then I got hired into the creative service department, and I was in there for 5 years, 6 years, and doing promotion, commercial production, and learning everything I could, graphics wise. You have to kind of be a man of all trades, because you're doing web, photography, videography, for newscast. And so I went to art college, and so I have that background of, that's kind of how I got into the broadcast field. And but yeah, I'm still doing broadcast, and now I'm starting to get involved into real estate and wanting to do, more photography in homes to help agents kind of promote their listings and advertise their listings, just the best way that you guys can. And whether it's video, photography, just using my skill set to help, these assets look, for your clients great. And so, those are my services.
Yeah, the video aspect of it. So here's what he's gonna do with the video. He's gonna do, if you want to do a market update, he has his green room. We're gonna have a green room out here, so you can do a video market update. You can do a self-promotion video. You can do a virtual tour video, so where you're talking, the photos are going, and you're talking about the listing presentation. So that's coming soon. We've got some stuff on order, so that'll come soon. So there'll be more information to follow. If you have any questions for Ruben, he'll be available after the sales meeting today. All right? All right. All right, lessons learned.
So I learned today that we are not allowed to flyer, but as Darren pointed out, look at it as a advertising expense if the city is reported to on you. So I have been, actually Joe, I have not been reported. Joe has been reported. And so she gets her warning. Now, if she gets reported again, she will get a $100 fine for that one time. And then if she gets reported again, it's a $200 fine. And then after that, it's a $500 fine. So we have made the decision that we are not going to flyer the jerk on Bollinger anymore. That's what he saved in my cell phone as, because he's kind of sending some harassing text messages. He's really special.
Yeah.
I find all the crazies.
Oh, great. You really don't know.
Yeah. I find all the crazies. They come to me, they flock to me, they love me. So just so you know, that is a thing. So don't panic like I did, because when I started adding it up, I was like, well, I do 1,250 flyers a month, and if I get turned in, and that's $1,250 for that one time times 100, that's $125,000. What am I gonna do? And then I thought about it, well, they'd have to actually go around and find all 1,250 of those flyers, and the chances of them doing that are slim to none. So, they can go door to door. They can go yeah. They can.
Anybody have any other lessons learned?
And then
So this is a violation of what?
it's city ordinance.
City ordinance by so you.
So is there a certain way you can?
Yeah,
play it?
you have to hand them
To
to,
the person.
if you knock on the door and they open the door and you introduce yourself and hand them a flyer, that's fine. But you can't just, have a helicopter fly over and drop a bundle of flyers, or just leave them in the yard, or throw them with like the baggie with the rock in it.
Oh.
Not allowed.
You can't leave it on the door, like a tree guy.
You can't leave it on the door. You can't leave it on the
You
doorstep.
can't even leave it in an envelope.
Really?
Yeah. It has to be through the
When
mail.
did this
So, and then on Friday, the county needs volunteers in Porterville. I know with our water situation, the county is having some trouble with the state, getting the state to help people who are tenants without water. And as you know, East Porterville is dry. So the county can't go out and, because the people are suspicious of government employees, the county themselves can't go out and canvass the neighborhoods, but they need help canvassing neighborhoods to gather the data on how many people are tenant occupied versus owner occupied. And so that's 9 a.m. on Friday at Fire Station 20 in Porterville. I will send out an email it's not a bad way to help and also kind of promote yourself if you're working in Porterville. So.
In Porterville, maybe have Jordan to give a flyer.
Yeah, you can probably flyer in Porterville.
I get this as my flyer, because my flyer guy is out doing my flyers.
All right.
Yeah.
What words I won't say.
Any other lessons learned?
I actually learned something at MLS last week.
Okay.
Everyone should go.
Share.
Barbara.
Yeah.
She's always saying that. If you're in an office with 50 or more agents, you're actually supposed to, required to put on a anti-bullying class.
Really?
That's what they said.
That's what they said.
So should we put it on right now?
No.
Don't bully.
Don't bully, be
That's
nice.
it.
Be nice. Don't bully.
I'm gonna add that at the end, instead of go fight sell, it's gonna be don't bully.
There you go.
There you go.
Any other lessons
Got it
learned?
covered.
I learned something today. When's a great time to buy?
Culture, exactly.
When's a great time to sell? All right. Any other lessons learned?
I learned a lesson, the people that Hyala sold their house, first we found a house that Suzette had listed, and she did a great job. We brought in a strong offer, but we did need closing costs, and the sellers were unwilling to pay the $9,000 in closing costs. So she said, well, and they didn't have any more money, they only had their down payment. So she said, well, why don't they use the Platinum program, down payment assistance, and use their funds for their closing costs. I said,
What?
well,
Why don't they?
so well, we'll talk to Barbara. So I sent him to Barbara, and it worked out. So anyway, Suzette, that's filling her bucket too. She did a great job helping keep that deal together, and they are pleased as punch. And Barbara was able to put them in with using their funds for closing costs and using the Platinum program down payment assistance.
There you go.
All right. Thank you, Troy. Any more lessons learned before we move on to the buckets?
Do not leave your keys in your ignition.
Yeah, don't do that.
Even though it's gated back there, those locks
Yeah.
always broken. Fortunately,
Yeah.
14 days later, I received my life.
Good. Don't leave your key in there. Nick.
$600 later,
Yeah.
I got my life.
All right. Anybody have any needs and wants? Needs and wants?
Two things.
Yes.
Next Wednesday is Hands in the Community,
Okay.
ECMLS. We're going to do some gardening, some painting, stuff like that. It's a lot like Red Day, only this is our association doing it. So last year, it was a fantastic turnout. 2 people from Keller were there. That was it. Let's try and have a little bit better showing this year. And then second, RAF, Realtor Action Fund, cost of doing business. If you have not contributed to that, please do. Be visiting some offices and stuff like that, and shaming people.
Shame.
That goes into your business. That's
Yes,
fights for your
that is
business.
the cost of doing business. They
Yes.
stopped some big ones last year. One of them was withholding out of our commissions, having title withhold for taxes. The second one was cost of sale. Installing certain things, including sprinklers and things like that, point of sale. And they stopped that too. So 2 big things. There's really no downside to contributing to this, guys.
All right. Any other needs and wants? Thank you,
I have a
Ed.
bucket filler for Barbara.
Bucket fillers, yes.
Barbara Rizito, I handed her a difficult client. I'm related to him.
No such thing.
And he has a lot of farming stuff. We weren't able to put the loan together. Barbara packaged it up and took it to Bank of the Sierra for us and did the extra steps. She didn't have to do it, but she handed it all over. And it looks like we are actually successfully going to close it on time.
Yay.
Without having to do an extension. And that is because Barbara went the extra step for us and helped us find another place.
Any other bucket fillers?
Susan has helped me out with a home warranty issue on a buyer from a few months ago that has blown up my phone for 2 weeks since you were gone. I told her she was gone, and as soon as she came back, she took care of it, and I'm a happy buyer. So thank you very much.
I'd like to hear happy people.
I want to thank Raina and Terry for helping at my wine and cheese event that was a disaster.
It was box
We
one.
had a great time! Yeah, we stayed for 2 hours and had the best time. Jerry did come by, but it was a disaster. No, we had fun, but nobody else showed up. And I sent it to her email. Anyway, please help me. So I'm doing a needs and a bucket filler. I need to sell that house. It's down to 639. The listing expires on the 23rd. I have never not sold one of my homes, so I'm really sad. And we have to sell it. So we're open to offers.
639 Lakewood, it was appraised at 690 in September. So, seller's market,
Yeah.
maybe we need to throw that over that energy unit, seller's market.
More importantly, I think that Connie only buys shoes when houses sell.
Yeah,
so
these are the investment shoes.
these are really holding up her shoe purchases. So.
And Lakewood would be a great name for a shoe, Lakewood.
All right.
Yeah.
Any other bucket fillers?
Yeah.
Anyone else?
Cool.
Going once?
I like that idea.
Going twice? All right, thank you guys. We have Operation Shoebox. If you want to help, we're going to stuff the boxes right here after the sales meeting. So we hope that you stick around and help. If you can't, understand. Have a great day.
I have one quick announcement. Every year we do the dad-daughter dinner dance. My wife is promoting that. By Friday, we need any ads in, and it runs on a PowerPoint all night. It's $100 for a business card ad, and it goes towards the scholarship fund for kids in more people. So if you'd like to have your business card advertised, you can write it off. There's a tax ID number, and we can. But I need it in by Friday. Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Don't pull it.
Shine.